Hello everybody, it is Dingle here and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing super duper well, and today my friends, this video is going to be my husband and I testing after our 2-week wait from our second IUI treatment cycle. I have the full vlog for this IUI treatment cycle linked down below for you all, and that goes into all of the details as far as what we did for this treatment cycle, medications, follicle monitoring, all of that jazz. But something to note for this video is that we did indeed do a trigger shot. And so in this testing video, I show you guys and I talk about testing out the trigger shot, which was super interesting for my sciencey brain. I thought that was really fun. But I talk about more details about what that is in this video, so stay tuned. And then something else that was a little different this time is that Jack and I ended up testing together ultimately, which was actually really fun as well. If you all are stumbling across this video and you are in your own trying to conceive journey, infertility journey, anything of the sort, or you're just wanting to support our journey to baby, hit the subscribe button down below so we can support each other, cheer each other on. The community that we have built around this already, I feel so supported. I love hearing everybody else's stories in the comments and your own experiences and what you personally resonate with in my vlogs and my videos. So I can't thank you all enough for the kindness and the compassion that you all have shown me so far. And just know I'm over here cheering you guys on the absolute loudest. In case you want to catch up on our full fertility journey so far, I have a full playlist which I will also link down below. But otherwise, my friends, let's get to testing. Good morning, my friends. Apologies for this. It is Thursday morning on January 27th, 2022. It's cold in this bathroom. Jack right now is on the phone with somebody that usually takes up a lot of his time. They're very chatty together. This is testing day after our 2-week wait from our second IUI. And I'm just gonna say it, I'm not very hopeful. I was super hopeful in the beginning and in the middle and a little bit of the 2-week wait, but I did start feeling crampy a few days ago, kind of leading up to what it felt like is my period. My period is due on Saturday. So we're not late yet or anything, but this is just the day that they told me I can test. But I do know that a lot of women think that they're going to start their period and then they get a positive pregnancy test. So I'm trying to kind of hold on to that so I don't totally give up on the thought and the hope, but also not cling to that and be realistic about it. By the way, I dipped 2 tests. I dipped an easy at home strip test and then a first response line test, and those are loading upside down in front of me. The other reason I'm not super hopeful is that this is the first time that I've gotten a trigger shot in order to trigger ovulation. That trigger shot includes HCG within the shot. So if you test too early and the HCG is not out of your system, it can take like up to 14 days to get out of your system completely. You could get a false positive. So I saw some women online, they would do this thing called testing out the HCG shot, testing out the trigger shot. And so like 5 days before that 2-week mark when they could actually test, they started testing with just like easy at home or like those strip tests. And so if there is a second line and they can see it getting lighter, it means that the HCG from the trigger shot is going out of your system. So when you go to test for real, if the line starts to get darker, you know it's not the HCG shot because you've already tested that out, if that makes sense. So with that said, I wanted to start testing out the HCG shot on Monday because today's Thursday and today's testing day. And even on Monday, this is Mondays, and that is stark negatory. I don't know how good that comes across, but there is nothing there. So I was like, interesting. Okay, so the HCG is really not in there. And so I tested on Tuesday and it continued to not be there. And so the hope would be like maybe the next day or the next day I would start to see another line of sorts. That's just not the case. Yes, so Monday, Tuesday, this was yesterday. This was yesterday, and that is still like there's nothing. Like if I let myself get line eyes, maybe I can make up a line in my head, but otherwise it's nothing. And if I look at a calendar, I ovulated on the 13th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some people can start testing and getting a positive at like 8 DPO, 8 days post ovulation. So we're officially 14 days past ovulation. So I feel as though if there is any inkling of a positive, it definitely would have showed up by now. But obviously the real testament will also be if I'm late for my period and I can test a couple days after I should have gotten my period. But again, this crampy type of like anticipating feeling is not new to me, and I feel that. So I feel like I'm ready to not see a line, but it doesn't mean that it won't be not sad, you know? I feel as though I've been working up to this, but you never know. Okay, it's been 6 minutes now, so I'm going to flip over the HCG or the strip test. I do not see anything on this test right here. I don't see a second line. Now I'm gonna flip over the first response test, the super sensy one. These ones are so tricky because I just feel like sometimes I can see something, but I do not. Especially at this point, 14 days. There is a line. It should be a little darker than me squinting to find it, you know? I don't think there's absolutely anything there. I'll be looking at that all day, but I know I shouldn't, but I'm just gonna be real. I'll probably be looking at that all day. But how do I feel? How do I feel? I feel the same as I did 30 seconds ago. Like, it's like I already kind of knew the answer. Jack and I were at Texas Roadhouse last night and we were talking just like a little bit about it, and I know that he gets so sad when he sees me so sad. And so we were just talking about how I just don't think that this time worked, and I could tell he was sad. And first I thought it was only because obviously it didn't work, so he was sad, but he expressed while we were literally in Texas Roadhouse through like teary eyes that he just feels like every time it doesn't work, he's not giving me something that I really want and that like we really want. So like that's the only thing that gets me a little emotional, because I also feel the same way. Like every time it doesn't happen, like I feel like I'm not giving us what we want. And I know it sounds super silly, and we would never hold that against each other. Like we would never hold that against each other. But it breaks my heart that he breaks because he feels like he can't give me what I want, and then I break because I feel like I can't give him what we both want. And so that was just really sad. This whole thing is just crazy, you know? I think this time is hard too because we literally felt like we got everything right. There was nothing left up to, in our eyes, to chance. Obviously there was, but we literally saw the follicles. We triggered at the exact right time. We were able to time it perfectly in order to time the IUI perfectly so that Jack's semen, as you guys have come to know, that's what we call it, were put literally in the exact spot they needed to be, in the moment they needed to be there. And to feel like you've done everything that you can to raise your chances and to get this positive, and that still didn't work. It's discouraging. It's very discouraging. So there's literally nothing there. What day is it?
Sunday?
Sunday.
Sunday.
You want to tell them how many pregnancy tests we've taken today?
Are we up to 3 yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at 3 right now.
Basically, the last time they saw us in this video was on Thursday, and that's when they told me I could take a test. I told them about like me wanting to test out the whatchamacallit. Yeah, and like that stuff, it wasn't even coming up at the beginning of the week on Monday. So I was like, okay, I just don't think that it's going to like show up on Thursday. I was convinced that my period was coming on Thursday, like so convinced, and I was convinced all week, and I'm convinced today as well. Like I'm definitely feeling crampy, but I've just been feeling crampy like all week. I took 2 easy at home tests and we can't see anything basically, and it's Sunday today, so it should show up if there's anything. We just took a first response because why the heck not? I just want to see if there's anything. I just can't help it. What are your thoughts? Are you sad?
A little bump, but I don't know for sure yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know.
I think like something that I forget and a lot of women forget also, because like we're the ones testing and like it's our body and like what's going on with it and stuff, but it's how it affects you as well.
Oh man.
Yeah, totally.
I hide my emotions.
Sometimes I feel like it seems like the woman wants it more, but like in this case it's just so equal, so it's just as sad if it's like not the case. But
I think I'm just more preoccupied, focusing on you.
oh, thanks, Bob.
So thanks, man.
I feel better than the last time, because the last time I saw a line on one of the tests, and like I go back and I see a line every time.
Really?
Yep, on that test. But I think since I saw that line and I was just convinced that like every day I was testing last IUI cycle, that it was going to get darker, and then it didn't, that was like, oh my gosh, like I couldn't help but get my hopes up because I saw something. This time I just never saw anything. I can pretend that I see something, but logically, because of all the tests I took last time, it's just nothing. But should we look at our first response?
Yeah. Do you want me to pee on it too for good luck?
Yeah, you can pee on it too. I can't see anything in there.
Me either. Is it ready?
Yeah, it's been like 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, I got nothing.
No. I think the only thing that's like a bummer this time, I feel like I've had a lot of runway to a negative. Like I feel like as far as emotionally getting prepared for it, it's like, okay, like feeling a little bit better than last time, but I feel like this time we got everything so perfect timing wise, so it's just like, why? I think it's more confusing than last time for sure. All right, now we just wait to be in pain for days.
I wish I could take that from you.
Thanks, baby. Are you okay?
I could be like bloated and crampy with you.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
It'll be pretend, but I won't tell you that.
Okay. So just in case you couldn't pick up on it, it was a no for this cycle, which is definitely confusing. And in that vlog, you can see that I wasn't as upset as I was when we did not get the positive for our first IUI cycle. But it definitely hit a few days later, and you'll see that in the next IUI vlog when we go to start that one off. And that next IUI cycle, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you already kind of got a sneak peek of it, but it is a doozy. Dramatic. The drama with that IUI cycle is ridiculous. So if you're interested in that and any other things fertility and you want to keep up with us, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Everybody, do not forget to give this video a big old thumbs up before you go, and I will catch you in the next one, my friends. I'll see you later. Bye.